Well, hello there, friends. It's the Sunday morning spread from Cards of Light, Bright Blessings of the Tarot for July 31st, 2022. How could this month have gotten away from us already? I don't know. Let's go to the table for our 4-card energy reading for the week here. And once again, as usual, we're using the Book of Thoth deck. We'll see what we've got here. In this spread, someone asked where this came from. And actually, the 4 dimensions of life, the notion of that, I think came from Dr. Covey. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People talked about to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. Okay, and we've got the Queen of Discs right off the bat here in the spiritual dimension. We've got the 7 of Wands in the social emotional. We have the Empress in the mental. And physical, we've got the Ace of Wands. Okay. So a court card, a major, and 2 Wands cards this week. So anyway, these dimensions of life correspond to, so physical dimension would be to live, social emotional to love, mental to learn, and spiritual to leave a legacy. So the things that give us meaning in life. Does it drive you crazy when things aren't lined up? Okay, that's as good as it's going to get. We'll leave it that way for now. All right. So let's take these one at a time. Ace of Wands. This is the very first notion of the suit of Wands. Suit of Wands we've seen a lot lately, and we've talked about it being the suit of passion, the suit of desire, the suit of will, the suit of career, the suit of sexual energy, that sort of thing. And aces are the purest expression of a suit. So before it becomes a plan, before it becomes something that is put in action, it is potential, or it is maybe an idea. So Ace of Wands is that first stirring within us towards something that may turn out to be really important to us. Wands, the suit of the spirit. So in the physical dimension of our lives, we've got a spiritual card coming there. We've got the first expression of it coming there, or the first kind of potential for it coming there. This tells me that something is coming to us this week that will be important to our material experience. So this would be physical health, financial matters, that sort of thing, stuff that is important or significant in the physical material dimension of our lives. But it's going to be either a new idea or a new urge of some sort, a new thought of some kind, something new that is going to be coming to us this week, that is going to at least have the potential of eventually being significant and important in our lives. So we need to be looking for the clues to that. We need to be, if there's something that just sort of arrives as a spark, and it may come kind of as a surprise, may come out of nowhere. We need to be paying attention to that, because it could be really important to our physical, material well-being over the long haul. So let's be watching for that this week. Okay, over here in the social emotional dimension of our lives, we have the 7 of Wands. And this card, you see these really beautiful wands. These are the wands of the ranks of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. And those look all spiffy and formal, and then we've got this very raw, looks like almost an ember of a wand or a club in the front there. And so uh, I think of this card as best laid plans, everything all organized and ready to go, but then it all starts to break down. And what carries the day is just the individual valor, as Crowley styles this card. Uh, just wanting it bad enough. So when everything goes wrong, let's say that as a sports analogy, you've got your play set up, you're ready to run it, and then the opponent throws something at you that you weren't expecting. And then you just, through sheer force of will and desire, are able to uh, create something on the fly that makes you successful and that leads to that goal. It's that sort of energy here. So coming as it does in the social emotional dimension of our lives, we may be faced with something unexpected in the week to come, and it's going to test our mettle. But if we hang in there, then we can carry the day. This is Mars in Leo as well, if you want to look into the astrology of it. But so things will maybe not be smooth sailing this week. We may have to scramble around, think on our feet, and find creative approaches to things, either in terms of our own emotions or in terms of our relationships with other people. But if we want it bad enough, then we'll hang in there and carry the day. So be prepared to be a little uncomfortable, maybe. Okay, and important in that kind of situation to know what it is that we really want, to know what our deepest desires are, so that we'll be prepared to just hang on to that and to do what we have to do. Okay, up here in the mental dimension, we have the Empress. This is the only major card in this spread. This is the card of fertility, nurturing, creativity, everything that allows us to grow and to prosper. That sort of energy, that loving mother energy, Mother Earth, or even our own, human mothers. But that sort of caring, loving, nurturing, creative energy that gives birth to things and that nurtures those things. So that's the kind of energy going on here in the mental dimension of our lives. And so this means that that we may be finding a person who expresses that sort of energy, and that is going to ease our minds, help us develop our minds, help us learn something new. This may be mentoring that is coming in, or it's a cue that we have to do that for ourselves and others this week. We have to take care of our where we focus our energies and all of that, focus our attention, our minds. That'll be important in the week to come. But I'm getting the sense that this is actually a person, and I'm getting the sense that it will be a woman or someone with a great deal of powerful feminine energy that will be helping to guide us and to nurture us, but particularly in the realm of the mind, the realm of the intellect, learning new things. This could be actually, in a formal sense, a teacher of some sort. So I'd be looking for that energy to come and meet us this week. Probably just when we need it the most. Maybe when we're we're struggling with something unexpected, get a guide or a counselor or a mentor or someone that can help us direct our energies in the right way, and to direct our attention and our minds in the right way. And then we've got more of this beautiful, loving, feminine energy over here in the Queen of Discs. And this card also came up in our 3-card Thursday as kind of the energy that we were bringing into this weekend. And then here it is again in the spiritual dimension here on Sunday morning. This is the card of so discs, the suit of the earth, the suit of material reality, the suit of things that are real to us, or manifesting in the world is another way to look at that. And queens are, again, the receptive, nurturing, loving, fertile energy within that suit. So another way to think of that is water of earth. Each of the court cards are one of the elements: fire, water, air, earth. And then each of the suits are one of the elements. So this Queen of Discs is water of earth. So think of irrigation. Think of rich, fertile tilth that allows things to grow. And think of the tending and the nurturing that has to happen in order for things to spring forth as they should. So that's what this card represents. So in the spiritual dimension, again, I'm seeing like a very powerful, feminine leader, mentor, teacher, guide that is going to be, if not coming on the scene this week, at least becoming more prominent in our lives this week, that is going to help us direct the mental energy, but also our spiritual efforts. The things that we do that mean the most to us in life, that have the longest impact, that allow us to do what we came here to do, that help us to leave that legacy that Dr. Covey talks about. So I would be looking, and I'm really getting the strong sense, especially with both of those cards there, that this is an individual that will be coming into our lives, or coming into someone's life anyway this week. It's going to help us navigate, help us bring out the best, help us bring out that extra effort that we need, and maybe help us figure out what the heck is going on here with something new, some kind of new idea coming in that's going to be important, not just in these other areas of our lives, but in the material, physical dimension of our lives. So overall, I mean, lots of passionate fire energy down here, and then we've got this beautiful, nurturing, loving kindness happening here in these dimensions. And so an interesting combination, to say the least. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If there is something here that is resonating with you, I would love to hear that. If you're a reader, or even not a reader, and you're getting strong impressions from this spread, ideas that are coming to you, intuitions or something like that, or if you are actually a reader that spends a lot of time with the cards and would see this spread differently than I have, I'd love to hear from you. You can either leave comments here on the video or pop on out to the weblog at brightblessingstarot.com and leave comments on the post, or contact me, email me. I think that is it for this Sunday and for our July of 2022. So I plan to be back on Thursday as usual for our 3-card Thursday. In the meantime, keep in touch, and I wish you peace. Take care of yourself.